This is day 10. Today, we take a powerful step toward clarity and self-compassion. We're going to talk about how your attachment style, the way your nervous system learned to give and receive love, might be influencing how you're responding to this betrayal. Before you judge your reactions, I want you to pause and remember this. You're not responding the wrong way. You're responding the way your nervous system learned to survive, and today is about honoring that wiring while also learning how to heal it. Attachment theory, developed by Bowlby and expanded by Ainsworth, tells us something incredibly important. We are born wired for connection. From the time where infants, our brains form internal maps based on how safe, consistent, and nurturing our early caregivers were.
Those maps influence how we bond with romantic partners later in life. For example, if you learned early that love is dependable, you may have a secure attachment. If love felt inconsistent or unstable, you may have developed an anxious attachment. If love felt rejecting or punishing, you may have developed an avoidant attachment. And if love was frightening or chaotic, you may have a disorganized attachment. None of these are your fault, but understanding them can help you break free from shame. On page 80, you'll see a brief description of how attachment responses can show up after betrayal. Let me walk you through a few examples. If you feel desperate for reassurance and are checking his phone, rereading texts, or feeling like you're too much, that may reflect anxious attachment. If you find yourself emotionally shutting down, avoiding eye contact, or saying, "I don't care anymore," you may be experiencing avoidant patterns. If you're swinging between sobbing and rage, panic and withdrawal, that disorganized response may be your nervous system flipping between fight, flight, and freeze. And if you're somewhere in between or feeling confused, that's okay too. Here's the key insight. Attachment wounds often reactivate during betrayal trauma, but your response doesn't define you. It reveals where your longing for safe, lasting love has been wounded. And today is about honoring that longing, not shaming it. On page 81, you'll find a reflection page titled, "How My Attachment Style Shapes My Healing." This is not a diagnostic test. It's a self-awareness tool. You'll see a list of common post-betrayal behaviors, things like obsessing over details, avoiding hard conversations, needing constant reassurance, or feeling emotionally numb. Check off what resonates. Then take a moment to say, these are not flaws, these are survival strategies. And now I can learn new ones. You don't have to become someone else to heal. You just need to become more rooted in your belovedness. That brings us to page 82, Rewriting My Inner Narrative. On this page, we look at the voice inside your head. If your attachment wounds are speaking, they may say, "I should have seen this coming. Maybe I caused this. No one is safe." But if you invite God's voice into the room, he might say, "You are worthy of love that never betrays. You are not to blame. I have searched you and I know your heart." Use this page to reflect. What story have I been telling myself? And what story does God tell instead? Remember what St. Ignatius of Loyola taught in his rules of discernment? When you're in spiritual desolation, do not listen to the voice of accusation. That is not the voice of God. God convicts, but never condemns. On page 83, you'll find a practical guide, Attachment Styles and How We Respond to Betrayal. This handout walks through how each attachment style typically reacts in crisis, what common thoughts or behaviors might show up, and what you can do instead to rewire that response with insight and compassion. It also offers grounding tools like deep breathing, journaling, prayer, and co-regulation with a friend or therapist. These aren't quick fixes, but they're gentle paths back to safety. Turn now to page 84, our closing prayer. It begins, "You are the faithful, but I feel fractured. I don't understand how someone I trusted could hurt me so deeply." And it ends with a plea we all need at some point in healing. Help me to trust again, not just others, but you. Help me to believe that even though I've been betrayed, I am not unlovable. I am not forgotten. I am not alone. This prayer echoes Psalm 139. "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me." I want to add something to that. And you still want me. Before you close out today, fill out your daily reflection on page 80, Top 3 Priorities. 3 things you're grateful for. One way you're going to show compassion to your nervous system today, that might be taking a warm shower, letting yourself cry, asking a friend to sit in silence with you, whispering, "God, I don't know how to fix this, but I trust you can hold it." St. Ignatius, who spent months recovering from a battle wound, learned to listen to his soul's stirrings, and he discovered that when he paid attention to where peace was growing, he could discern where God was leading. Today, your soul is speaking. Let God meet you there. You are being rewoven, not erased, and God still wants you. I'll see you tomorrow.